Alright guys, what's going on? So, plan for today, we're going to take a look at a full studio tour, hardware and software, take a look at everything that I'm running that makes the stream happen, and give you guys kind of a little insight into what I see every day, what I work with every day. Hopefully you guys find it interesting. If you have any questions or anything, let me know in the comments. I'm going to be doing some full tutorials about some stuff more in depth at some point, but today we're just going to take a quick little overview. So, enjoy. Let's check it out. So this is what I see on a daily basis when I go in to sit down for streaming. We've got a whole bunch of crap going on. Loads of stuff. Loads of stuff to check out. So, this stuff over here is not really stream related, but it's just like my teaching stuff, my music stuff. So I got my stand with my iPad and a speaker that I rarely use. It's usually for like playing live or something, or playing with my band. My photo bag with camera gear and stuff. Guitars, got a few of them. Mostly Ibanez's, but a couple classicals and stuff as well. Mirrors so that I can see myself practicing. And you can see a shot of me a little bit. There we go. What up? What up? Blinds. Oh god, speaking of being blinded. Blinds are up here, which there is a window back there, but I don't want to see the light. I want to be completely isolated in here from all of the outside, because we don't need that in our lives. Not right now, at least. As you can see, it's very bright when I stand here. Reason for that is ceiling lights. Lights are a big deal. Highly recommend everyone who's looking into streaming to check out your lights. If your video isn't very good on your webcam and stuff, lighting is important. Check out 3-point lighting, which is pretty much what I'm using right now. I've got a light up there, a light over there. Man, that's hard to see. Light over there, and lights up here. But yeah, lighting's kind of a big deal. Anyways, moving on past the guitars, we've got kind of the first chunk, which is again mostly music stuff and kind of storage. I've got my Axe-Fx, which is what I use for all my guitar processing, and a Tascam US1641, which is very annoying and I don't use anymore. But I haven't bothered to take it out of the case or sell it or whatever. Not yet. It's there. It exists. I've got my third monitor, which you can see is crammed full of stuff right now. I really want another monitor so that I can fit a little bit more stuff into not such a cramped space, because yeah, I've got like Task Manager and blah, whole bunch of stuff kind of just smushed in there. My microphone, which is sitting here on the microphone arm, and then over here is kind of the main workstation with the cat. Hey, Fiona. The kitty. Hanging out. On my chair, which is also, again, very important piece of gear that's often overlooked. This one is, what's it called again? Steelcase Leap. Yeah, you guys can't really see it very well because the exposure in here is a little funky. But, yeah, Steelcase Leap. And there's typically Fiona's chair when I'm streaming. Let's see if I can bring the exposure up just a little bit so you can see a bit better. Yeah, there's the chair she's always sitting on versus my chair over here. Alright, that looks much better. Alright, and then yeah, here's kind of the main workstation. So I've got two monitors, one stacked on top of the other. This one down here is where I do all my gaming, and this one up here is where I've got Streamlabs OBS is like the king of this monitor. Got all my chat there and all the events and whatnot that happen over on this side. On the desk, as far as like hardware, we've got what's this guy called again? It's a Mackie Onyx. Let's see if we can zoom in on this guy. Artist 1-2. Let's see if I can make this a little bit brighter for you guys. Kind of hard to see. Got a 360 controller sitting on top of it as well. But that's what I use for my microphone preamp. It goes directly into the Stream PC for all of my microphone needs. I've got the keyboard, which is a Corsair K95. It's one of the older models, but still amazing. Full RGB, really, really sick. My D&D box, of course, important. It's got all my dice and stuff in it, which is pretty awesome. And then I've got an HP touchpad, which I installed Android on, which I'm running Touch Portal, which is kind of like a Stream Deck alternative. Pretty cool. If you guys don't have a Stream Deck and you want like a way to control your stream, definitely check out Touch Portal. It's really cool. Also on the desk we've got the Stream Deck, which is the big controller that I use for pretty much everything. Big little controller. It's super small, 15 buttons, but it does so much. Some things that the touchpad here I can't really control yet. I'm hoping that there's some new updates to this, which will bring it even closer to the Stream Deck. Could be cool. The mouse that I use is Logitech G700S. So you can kind of zoom in on this guy. Yeah, G700S. Exposure's not going to be very friendly. Bottle of water, as always. I got a little stand for my phone and my D4 that I always roll to try and give you guys tokens whenever the Levsco pops off. Couple other things. BX5As are my studio monitors. I don't use those during stream at all. That's mostly for teaching and for practicing guitar. Webcam is a Logitech G... what's this guy called? Why can't I remember? I got two of them. I got this one, and I got this one for the Fiona Cam. It is slipping my brain. C920? Yeah, I think it's a C920. I got two of those guys. One for the Fiona Cam, which you'll see the light for if I go down here. It's pointed down at the chair. And then the other one just kind of sitting up here for my face. And going over to the last kind of section, which is where all the power happens. Let's bring up this brightness. Actually, wait, let me try something. Can I... no, I can't. But there's a way to turn on the flash during this. No, maybe not. Anyways, maybe I'll do a quick cut here and switch over. Alright, we are back. So, I got the flash on because it's very dark in this section. Move this chair out of the way too. We don't need this here. You can see there's a lot of cables going on. I try to manage everything, but it is a little unruly. I'm going to be tweaking this a little bit to try and make it a little more optimized and more versatile. But anyways, for the moment, we've got my most modern stuff on the top. The Switch with an Xbox One. And Xbox One's got an external hard drive attached to it, 5 terabytes. Can hold literally everything. It's pretty awesome. The camera I mentioned for Fiona again. Then last generation stuff, we got the Wii, PS3, 360. Coming down here, it's getting a little bit more kind of special, stream-oriented stuff. I have a network switch, which is, it looks like overkill, and it is kind of overkill. But I only have one line coming into this room. So I have this one line going out to all the different consoles. Not everything's 100% hooked up right now, but I can hook them all up at the same time, which is pretty cool. I've got an adapter right now to be able to switch component into HDMI, and an HDMI switch, 3-way switch here, to send everything to the capture card, as well as this one little device. I can't remember what this thing's called, but essentially it's going to take the audio out of the splitter and route it directly back into my ears. And it has to filter out some noise, because there's like a little bit of noise that happens. So, got that going. Printer, nothing exciting. It's a printer. It does its job. Sometimes, if it's got ink. And then down here, forbid all the cables. Oh, they're awful. Anyways, I gotta clean this up at some point. Probably after Baseland, I'll clean this all up. We have the gaming PC on the right side here. Everything's super dusty and gross, but it's working. It's doing its job. So gaming PC on the right here, and then my old gaming PC, which is now the Stream Machine, on the left here. And that's pretty much what's going on this side. Some external hard drives and extra storage and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much hardware overview. Let's go take a look at some software.
All right, so jumping over to the software side of things, this is my Stream Machine here. I'm not going to look at the gaming PC too much because it really just plays games. All the exciting stuff is happening on the Stream Machine. So, what I have is pretty much everything I use is going to be either on the taskbar here or it's going to be in this kind of section, the notification area. So we're going to go through every one of these guys just real quick. Going through, we see OneNote, which I don't really use too much during stream. That's more of a note-taking thing and idea stuff. I write everything pretty much down in OneNote. Really awesome software. We got Chrome here, which has the dashboard and anything else that I kind of want to monitor. I always keep this open just in case Streamlabs OBS messes up and I don't want to miss any chat or anything like that. I also have this guy here, which is Pretzel. Use this for all the music controls during stream. Really love what Pretzel's doing. Super cool. Also, one of the kind of big pieces of software that I'm using, very lightweight but extremely powerful, Voicemeeter Potato. There's also Voicemeeter Banana and some other crazy named software. But yeah, I love this software. I use it for all of my audio routing. You can see some of the different sources and destinations. It's really cool. I definitely want to do a full software tutorial on this at some point. Awesome piece of software. I also have in my audio section, we've got Cantabile, which is doing all the processing to my voice. You can hear right now. It's got several different kind of effects that it's going through, different plugins. Yeah, we can take a look at that more in depth at some point. Pretty cool. I also have Voicemod, which I'm not currently running. Voicemod's like a voice changer kind of deal. But I'm not sure if it's because my Stream Machine is just running out of CPU or whatnot, but I can't currently run this guy because it always breaks on me, which is very sad. But I hope to get that fixed at some point and back integrated into the stream. We've got Discord, pretty self-explanatory. You guys know what Discord's all about. Streamlabs chatbot lets you control a whole bunch of different things. I don't really spend a ton of time in Streamlabs chatbot anymore. It used to be kind of my go-to for pretty much everything for monitoring chat. But now I mostly just use it for commands, the currency system, and any kind of timers, sound effects, that sort of stuff. That's all happening inside of Streamlabs chatbot. The king of the show, Streamlabs OBS. This is usually what I see is this is kind of covering my entire monitor. I've got all my events, all my different scenes, audio mixer, little preview window, and chat. This is where everybody from chat shows up. Streamlabs OBS, again, super powerful. One of the biggest pieces of software that I'm using on this machine. Could definitely go more in depth with this guy at some point because I've got a lot of scenes and a lot of optimizations and things that I've done with components and whatnot. So I think breaking this down and building it up and showing you guys how I kind of build everything would be kind of cool. For controlling that stuff, I'm using Stream Deck. Love the Stream Deck. Got a bunch of folders and different controls here. Really powerful software. It's got so much it can do, both as a streamer and as just kind of general workflow stuff on your computer. Really cool. I'm also experimenting with, but I haven't fully explored Touch Portal, which is what I'm using on the HP Touchpad, which functions much like the Stream Deck. It doesn't have all the functions quite yet, but they've been adding more and more updates, which is bringing it closer and closer. Really excited to see where Touch Portal is kind of going. It's a much more inexpensive alternative. Really cool. What else we got here? So webcam controllers, live splits, and I've always got a task manager open on my other monitor. Other stuff that might be hiding over here. What else is notable? Multiplicity. That's kind of the big one over here that I wanted to highlight. Is Multiplicity allows you to control multiple computers with the same mouse and keyboard. So the mouse that I'm moving around right now is actually plugged into my gaming PC. Everything's plugged into my gaming PC for the best response, I guess, on that system. But with a couple button presses, or a single button press actually, I can switch between computers, so I can control one machine from the other machine, which is really amazing. Not sure how they do it, some kind of crazy wizardry, but it is beautiful, and I use it all the time, and it's awesome. So yeah, highly recommend checking out Multiplicity as well. The only other thing that I'll show you guys real quick is some of the sound settings that came with one of the more recent updates to Windows 10, which you can customize in here. We can customize inputs and outputs as well as volume levels for specific apps, which is really nice. And the inputs and outputs, as I mentioned here, I've got a lot of stuff going on as far as audio because I want to control stuff very specifically. We can set some digital inputs and outputs here as well. So I've got some virtual cables which are made by the same company as Voicemeeter is providing over here. So I've got actually 3 virtual cables that are going here to kind of route stuff so that Stream can hear things differently than I might hear in my ears. 'Cause sometimes maybe I'll want to have audio louder for you guys than for me, like with music, for example. I want different music controls than the Stream's hearing. So virtual cables are allowing me to do that, which is pretty cool. Again, I could go more in depth about this at some point, but we're just doing kind of a little overview today. And that's software. Hopefully that makes sense, guys.
All right, hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was all the hardware, all the software that I use on a daily basis. If you guys have any comments, questions, anything, throw them down in the comment section below. And feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed. And I'll catch you in the next one. See you guys on stream. Later, guys.